What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I got another update for you on what's going on with the Congressional Review Acts and emissions. We know that 87 and 89 had already passed the House. 88 got tabled or suspended. That went through yesterday, May 1st, towards the end of the business day. What does that mean? Well, it means two things. One, all three Congressional Review Acts that matter for emissions, clean cars, clean trucks, NOx, useful life on diesel engines for emission systems, all of that stuff has now been passed through the House and is now at the Senate. We're going to get into all that and more as soon as we come back here from the intro. Roll it. So what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And in today's video, all of the Congressional Review Acts have now passed the House and are in the Senate. What does this mean? Well, clearly what it means is we're about to get some freedom in the state of California when it comes to automotive stuff, right? So the clean cars too, gone. Waivers for California, gone. 87. So basically, Congressional Review Act 87, 88, 89, all passed the House. All right. So now they're sitting in the Senate. Now the Senate is already having discussions where they may not even debate this. They may just throw it up. Now, what they are going to debate and where it gets a little complicated is they had, and I'm going to put this in very layman's terms so that you guys, a lot of people that don't get it, if I try to get too technical, they're like, well, we don't understand. What does that mean? So I'm going to try to put it in very, set on my damn lens, very layman's terms so everybody understands very easy. So there's this committee or group in the Senate that tries to decide whether or not Congressional Review Acts are even the proper way to deal with these rules, and that needs to be overturned first. That's going to happen Monday or Tuesday. So we're looking at a couple of days there, and then those CRAs are going to be voted on. I think all three of these Congressional Review Acts are done by Friday of this coming week. I think they're all done by Friday. And what that means is, and I've already seen, what does this mean? California is going to take it to court. No. News coming out of the Department of Justice on Friday, when this went to the Senate, was if they do not honor federal law, right? You can litigate it all you want, but they would have to take it to a judge, get a temporary restraining order or an injunction to stop this from happening. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But if, let's say they did, okay, Pam Bondi's already ready and they're going to accelerate it quick. And basically, you're looking at like 7 to 10 days. It goes to the Ninth Circuit. They have to come back with a decision in a timely manner because it would be an emergency appeal. And then it goes to the Supreme Court for a decision, which the Supreme Court's going to be like, of course, the House and Senate has authority to make rules and decisions over states. Duh. So everybody's like, oh, it's going to be a long, drawn out battle. California is going to have this in court for years. Nope. And Pam Bondi, coming out of the Department of Justice, made it very clear. If you interfere in federal law and imposing of that federal law, your ass will go to jail. And if you haven't seen that already on immigration, with some of these judges that thought, oh yeah, I'm just going to do whatever I want because I'm a judge, their ass went to, say it with me, jail. So if these judges don't want to go to jail, they're going to follow the law. And the state of California, including the California Air Resource Board, is going to have to follow the law. Now, the biggest thing that you're going to see immediately that matters are smog checks will be suspended or terminated temporarily until they get completely pulled. Why? Well, currently, under the California Air Resource Board, because of these waivers, they have to have CARB compliant emission systems. That means the auto parts have to have like a CARB certification on them to be on your vehicle. Cold air intake, catalytic converter, all that shit. That is the first thing that immediately goes boop, instantly saving California citizens thousands of dollars, especially on those catalytic converters. So that's huge news. But that's where we're at this point. We are into the weekend. I am looking forward to seeing if they get this overturned in terms of the rule thing on Monday. I will come back to you guys with an update as soon as I see what the situation is there. And then, we're looking at maybe a week, sometime in that week before the rest of the CRAs are approved and it's on the president's desk. I could see CARB blowing gaskets and people freaking out and crying on social media by mid next week. By mid next week. So stay tuned. I think we have some positive stuff here coming very, very, very soon. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.